Hello, I'm Sarah, and I just wanted to say congratulations on downloading your case study and a business checklist. Now, I did want to go over a few things before you got a chance to really dive in, namely that you may think that a business checklist is the place to start, but I'm going to challenge you on that. I think that the traditional checklists are actually doing a lot of drone pilots a disservice because they're not necessarily positioning the pilots to succeed. The traditional way is very slow and can be really overwhelming and really just slows down the process so that people aren't able to be out there flying, meeting new potential customers, or delivering. Instead, they're stuck in the tedium and confusion of trying to figure out where to even get started. So, I do want to present something to you that I'm really proud of. It's a solution I've put together exclusively for drone pilots looking to either launch or scale their drone business. And I created this because I've got a drone business group of about 1,000 people on here. And I've had a chance to see where people get stuck. And it's been my mission the last few months to help fix that problem. So, what I'm about to show you is my solution. I hope you like it, and I look forward to learning what you think. All right, so if you have just a minute, hang on and let's dive in. Okay, well, let's start by taking a look at the traditional checklist. So here we have the traditional drone business checklist. It involves things such as developing a business plan, registering your business, creating a website, developing your marketing strategy, getting online, now developing your sales strategy, building customer base, managing finances, hiring staff, and then establishing a customer service plan. Now, there's nothing wrong with any of this, okay? All of these are important things to do, really, in any business. But my argument is these are not the most important things to do. If you're a drone pilot, your most important thing is, first of all, to really test your market, test your offer, get some flying under your belt, and start getting paid, really. So, if we kind of break that down a little bit differently, I would say let's kind of flip this on its head and think about it differently. If we're looking more at this from an aspect of drone, the activities in your drone business that are going to be around a quick start, for getting quick wins, we still have all of the getting started things. But what are those about? They are about developing your message, because a lot of the challenge from growing your business is, are you able to provide premium services at a premium price and really be paid what you're worth? Or are you joining the race to the bottom, jumping on with all of the conglomerate sites that are going to pay you, you might as well go kick rocks instead. So if you are able to dial in your message, connect with the people who are going to value what you have, and show them how it'll benefit them, that's going to be a much better place to start. Yes, social media is important, but are you doing it in a way that's actually going to give you visibility and it can be amplifying that message? As far as search engine optimization, this is also about that client acquisition and attraction. Because here's the other thing. Sometimes, let's be honest, it's probably going to take a little bit of cold calling, a little bit of outreach, a little bit of putting yourself in the game without any guarantees about where you're going to land before you're going to start getting regular clients. But our goal is to make that temporary, because as we can grow your experience, your reputation, your local dominance, you're going to start attracting clients to you. And that's where it gets to be a little bit more fun. When the phone is ringing with people, your ideal customers calling to pay you what you're worth. That's the sweet spot. So with the services, also having confidence in your pricing, knowing what you're going to deliver, so you're not all over the map trying to do a la carte things that really make it hard to please anyone, right? If you're trying to please everybody, you're not going to please anybody. So deciding how your unique system, your unique way to wow is going to be. With your client acquisition, again, do you have systems, or are you engaging in something that I call hope marketing, which I see all too often? People will throw up a few things, put up a picture on their Facebook page, hopefully claim their Google My Business, and then just wait and hope. But if people don't know you exist, if people don't know your value, if you're not staying top of mind, it's just not going to happen. You have to get your lines in the water, plant your seeds, whatever metaphor you want to use. But the bottom line is you need to be consistently, let's go with the planting seeds that later you're going to harvest. You can't not plant seeds and then think you're going to have a great harvest. That's not how this works. It takes some work up front so you can reap the lovely rewards. Talking about fulfillment, maybe I'm using a harvesting metaphor because they're literally cutting hay next door. The fulfillment is about not only just giving your product, your finished videos and images over, but how are you leveraging this for social proof, for growing your way up into the Google 3-pack? What is the strategy behind all of this, right? This is a super important thing. It's not just about a checklist, not just about this boring stuff. It's not just jumping through the hoops. Where are you in this? And where is your strategy? Okay. Now on to the next. And the other thing with this is that it can all be pretty expensive. And this is part of the overwhelm as well. If we're going off here, we've got a bunch of different things that you need to use, different softwares, things that you have to build yourself so that you can have a website, that you can have contact forms. So you have an email, recommend professional, but also something that's going to leverage the ability so you can pre-plan things. So you're not having to just every week start from scratch, reinvent the wheel and figure out what you're going to communicate this week. That's how you stay top of mind. That's how you nurture past contacts. That's how you help people remember that you've helped in the past, or you can promote your new offerings, promote your latest, coolest video without, again, having to dig through old emails and figure out who you're trying to talk to. Really get that systematized so that you can be more effective and efficient and never be like, what do I do next? I'm all about having a plan and a strategic plan. Calendar and bookings appointments. People are going to want to book with you. This can be expensive, at least as you accumulate over time. Social media posts and scheduling, that's something that can be pretty cheap, but you got to think about it and you got to remember to plan it. Coming back to sales funnels, this is something that's really important too, because you're, again, wanting to communicate your message. And it's really hard to do sometimes on just a simple website. We don't want people to look at your site and leave. I think the conversion rate for someone to actually fill out like an interest form on a website is somewhere around 3%. So that means you can work so hard to get 100 sets of eyes on your site and only 3 people are letting you know they were there. We don't want that. We want to also supplement with a sales funnel. So if you are spending any money advertising, we're going to be capturing those leads a lot more effectively because we're not just sending them to a website that's sort of like a dead end. Again, website is still super important, and we want to design it in the right way because people are going to be snooping on you. But then when they're ready to act, let's get them in a way that's going to engage them. Geotagging images. A lot of what we're going to talk about here is with the ultimate goal of getting into the Google 3-pack. That's if you were to search dentist near me yourself, it would show 3 local dentists, or drone pilot near me. It'll show you the 3 local drone businesses that are what Google has determined are the most basically predictable. Are these, they're looking at all of these things across the internet, all of these signals that can be sent, so to speak. That's consistency of your listing across the web. That is looking at, do you also have a Facebook page? Is your information accurate? Do you have hours up? Because what Google is trying to do is serve up the most accurate information to their searcher. And so if they don't get signals from your business that you are an active, great resource, they're just not going to show you as high up in the list. So we're really working to optimize you so that Google's like, this is the greatest person. And then we feed that with reviews, that social proof, consistency in posting. And geotagging images is part of that, just so that they know where you are. So when people search near me, you're near them. Again, we talked about the follow-up and staying top of mind, your management system, a sales pipeline, also really important. If you're going to be having a system and be most effective and efficient, because I'm guessing you're like me and you don't have all of the time in the world to figure out where to start every day, this is the way to do it, is create your sales pipeline. Reputation management, again, that's learning how to ask for reviews and get them posted, and then also respond to them. Because let's be honest, not everyone is going to recognize how fabulous you are. So we need a way to address that too, and maybe even screen out the bad ones before they hit the web, the interwebs, and screen them out, of course, in an ethical way that allows you to address an issue and fix it. And then also we have missed call text back. This is also huge. Think of the last time you called a business. Let's go back to the dentist example. You're looking for a new dentist. You call, they don't answer. What are you going to do? You're going to keep calling down the list. Now, if the dentist had a missed call text back in place, then instead of you just looking at the next person, you'd be getting a text saying, "Hey, how can we help you?" And that can be automated. So that's another way to really capture those people that you're working so hard to get to call you, to actually keep them and then convert them into your raving fans. So if you were to pay all of this, out of a la carte, so to speak, a total would be somewhere around $300 a month, and then one-time cost somewhere around $1,000. Website design can be really variable. Of course, you could pay. I'm sure you could buy one for $50,000, or get one made for, $50 for from a community college kid. But we're going to guess you want a quality website, again, that is at least going to drive people towards your funnel and really effectively display what you do and be supporting that search engine optimization to get you in the Google 3-pack. All right. And if we look at that over a year, and I did the math for you, that's somewhere around $4,300, $4,400. So kind of spendy. You better be getting some clients if you're going to be spending that much money, because, obviously we could be buying more drones with this money as well. So we want to be efficient with that. So let's move on and talk more about, again, that strategic plan that I mentioned earlier. So this is what that looks like. Again, being really thoughtful about who you're speaking to, how you're speaking to them, how often, what can be automated, how can you deliver with a wow, and then stay top of mind. So I really break that down into foundation, system, and scale. Now, if we go on here, because you're probably saying, this is great. Thanks so much for these two checklists that are still kind of leaving me in this overwhelmed and apparently very expensive space. But guess what? Got good news for you. I have a solution. This is something I'm really proud of. I've been working on, I think, as I mentioned, for a while. And this is what we call the Drone Force Leveraged Launchpad. So again, what I've just run into is people getting so overwhelmed with the nitty gritty, the little pieces, that they're not able to get to the grand scale. They're not able to be out in the air. So what I've designed is Leveraged Launchpad, which is essentially like a business in a box. So it's completely workable if you're just looking to launch your business, or if you're looking to scale it. This includes a way for you to design your own website easily without paying $1,000. And the hosting. It gives you those contact forms, that automated email system. It even gives you the pre-written emails so that you don't have to think of them yourself. Because again, got better things to do than try to figure out copywriting and all of these little pieces and specialized bits that go into the bigger picture and make it the most effective. It allows you to do calendar bookings and appointments, social media posts and scheduling. Again, this Launchpad has a library, so you're not having to figure out what meme to post and what might engage. You can keep that your social media active, which again goes back to the Google 3-pack and SEO signals, but without having to scramble every day or week to stay active. We've got that texting we just talked about, the images, and a delivery system, standard operating procedures, so that you can provide that quality, not only product, but also experience. You want to be someone that the people like to work with. It doesn't take much to be uniquely amazing. Again, that follow-up, staying top of mind, creating a sales pipeline, reputation management, and texting, not only, so we have the automated text back, but also ability to text actually directly from Google My Business, or if people have questions on Facebook or your site. And here is what it looks like. You ready to see my baby? Welcome to the local drone leverage launchpad system. So here we are. This is the dashboard. You can create a pipeline, and this is all, if assuming you decide this is something you want to try out. obviously have training on all of this, but you can create a pipeline of value where you assign different values to different offerings you have, which then you can tie to people you put in your pipeline. So let's take a look at this. It gives a one place where you have conversations from the emails you're able to send out. You've got your calendars where you can set different types of appointments. This is called the Drone Jobs booking calendar, but again, you can do different types. Let's say you want to do surveying or a roof inspection. I'm looking at our contacts. So here you are able to add, again, people that you're in contact with and all their details. You can make notes for conversations. You can also, this is where it gets really powerful, add tags. You could say, they're active, there's somebody you're nurturing, there's somebody you're talking to. Are they an agent? Are they in a different specialty that you're interested in growing? What are you trying to communicate? Again, this is that automation, so you're not having to think and be like, oh shoot, I forgot to follow up with that person last week. You just add them a tag, put them in a workflow, and it's done for you. And you can define what kind of opportunity they are. Here we are, they're a prospect in our sales pipeline. So, and we could edit it. Let's say it's open and you want it. There we are. Yay. Winning that easy. Looking at your opportunities. So here is a setup that I start people with. Again, we can totally customize this. We go from prospect to warm to booked, client, nurture, or the people that say no. We want to not be wasting our time on people that are a firm no. Now, another thing I want to mention here is a lot of this is going to be based off the real estate photography and videography. There are a couple of reasons for this. It is the low-hanging fruit and what I think is the easiest way to get started in your drone business. Of course, you may have something different, which this is all completely workable for also. But in the interest of quick wins, I'm offering a lot of ways to get this working for you quickly. And I know a lot of people feel like, it's saturated. Oh, everybody already has a drone person. Oh, all realtors have their own drone. No, they don't. They don't. There are very effective ways that you can get your foot in the door and have a sustainable business serving this market. And if you're just looking to get started, it's a great way to get experience. Again, start growing your reputation, get some jobs under your belt, get some great reviews, and start having money coming in. So there's my 2 cents on that. And here is our pipeline. So again, you can create different pipelines, just trying to show you all the power of this platform. You can take payments through here. Of course, when we get to the delivery side, we're going to talk about doing gated payments for the content because you don't want to be chasing people down. You want to, part of your delivery involves being paid. All right. So let's not get ourselves into a situation where we're creating this amazing experience, doing all this work, and then trying to get somebody to pay. Better ways, again, but this is part of the strategy, right? You're not just going in and going, okay, I have a sales strategy and a customer base. Nowhere around here does it say, it says you're going to generate sales, but how are you going to get paid? How are you going to make sure you get paid? And people aren't just taking advantage of your kindness. And I'm sure you're very kind. Social planner. So here we can connect any accounts you want. Let's see if we go back to Launchpad. So we can connect to all of these different places. We can connect to Google My Business. We're going to connect to Facebook, to your website. This is where we can do that chat or text, accept payments. So if we come back down here, we can plan our posts. Let's see. Social planner. Here we could go new post. Select our social account. Say, I'm ready to roll. And then share a picture of, whatever drone thing you've got. A lot of different options here for the social post. My point here is, again, we've got the library so you can plan it, so you can kind of set and forget. Emails, here's that follow-up system. Your assets delivery sequence. You've got a 4th of July coming up. You probably want to do a promotion around that. nurturing your current clients as well as prospects. We can create templates so that you can customize this how you'd like, have links back to, say, your site or reviews. Let's see here, go to automation. We've got our workflow. So again, set and forget, appointment confirmation and a reminder, Google My Business messaging, long-term email sequence, frequently asked questions. So if somebody puts in a question on your chat on your site that's like, where are you located? And you get that a lot, it's going to reply for you. Now here is also the fun part. So sites, you can design your own site. And again, this is where you don't need to be going back and forth with people. You can actually just dive in and really easily put in your own information, your photos, a blog, your services. And, this is that bit of your social or your online reputation management and growth as far as Google is concerned. So really important stuff here, an easy way to do it, add to it and keep it alive. And reputation, here's where you're going to be trying to get your 5 stars. And you can be looking at metrics here as well. So this is it at a glance. I could dive into a lot more stuff and, all of the different analytics, but I think that for getting started, this was kind of the main gist of what you need to know. Now, you probably are wondering, well, heck, what does this cost, right? Because everything here altogether was pretty spendy. Where are we? There we are. So let's go over it. Here we are. So this was a conventional path. It's kind of slow and overwhelming. But with Leveraged Launchpad, got good news for you. It's only $97 a month. Month to month, you can cancel anytime. And honestly, if you find that even this is too much for you and you're not finding the value here, you can use that month to take all of this and build your own system. There's nothing stopping you. And again, my goal is just to serve you where you are and help you start getting those clients and start creating systems that are going to serve you to the highest level. This is what I've found. I think that is really going to give people the best place to jump off with the minimum amount of upfront work and confusion. Now, because you are here today, I want to show you one other little thing that's super exciting. So here we have the actual system and training to help supplement the use of the software platform. Now, in the past, I've offered this alone for $1,500 and found success with it. But because, again, I want people to be using my baby and get your feedback and also see just more drone pilots out there doing it, because we are in almost a Q3 of this year. So we still have half of the year. I want to be helping everyone leverage it as much as we can with Leveraged Launchpad. So this is something that anyone who buys today is going to have access to, going through, again, that foundation, the system, and the ability to scale that we talked about here. So foundation, system, scale. Got the foundation, system, scale. Sorry, I lost my here we are. Scale, different, we talk about the training of the software program. Got some bonuses, different, again, ways to do quick wins, workshops I've done in the past. Really everything you need to get started, maximum speed, confidence, break through those things that are holding you back and get going as fast as you can. Here's just a little example. We've got a script in here for the Zillow outreach script, so that you know what to do, you know how to integrate into the software, and you know how to get yourself a yes. Pretty exciting stuff. So yeah, I encourage you to sign up if you'd like. There's always, we get you onboarded, we get you dialed in and rolling as fast as we can. Now, the other offer I have just for a short time, but I also have a lot of people who, even though it's so easy to build a site on the platform, that they want to be spending their time on other things. They want to be spending their time learning the processes, the strategies. They don't want to be fooling around with adding images and their own content to a site. So for the first, until we fill up our spots, I do offer a site building. So where we would build you your own site, fill in all the information, kind of optimize for the keywords in your area, and upload the images. Of course, they'd be geotagged for you, and get you dialed in as fast as we can. Again, so you can have that live. And that is just $497 one-time fee, not $1,000. So that is me doing way too much talking today. I hope that all of this is helpful for you, relevant, and you see the value. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out, but I hope to see you on the other side. Thanks so much. Have a great day.